Hey everybody, Dave Nasani here in the bright LA sunshine. Guess I'm getting ready for Hawaii, working on my tan here. But Dave's 5 minutes of Dave's Hammock wisdom. And today I'm talking about some research I've been doing about caregivers and suicides. There have been so many recent suicides in the news lately, with the latest Anthony Bourdain. And I was shocked to understand and find out that 40 to 60% of caregivers actually exhibit the same symptoms of depression and hopelessness and just feeling down that most people who have taken their lives exhibit just before that event happens. And that most suicides, hey Tony, how you doing? Hey BB, hey Kirsten. Most suicides are, what's the words I'm looking for here? More caregivers than any other people group are affected by the number of suicides. And I mean, I shouldn't be surprised. Caregiving is a very, very rough job. Hey Ken, hey Harvey X. And, we're all trying to find that next group of people that we can prevent suicides from occurring, and I think caregiving is a great place to start. They are stressed out to the max. I just read that there was a wife who was caring for a terminally ill husband, and she shot herself. She didn't die, but it was a suicide attempt nonetheless by a caregiver. And so now that caregiving is in the news, I'm going to be using this segment to get on the top 10 local markets: New York, Chicago, LA, Philadelphia, Dallas, Atlanta, San Francisco. And so, hey Hugh, something's got to be done. Something's got to be done. When teen suicides are outnumbering homicides of all groups of people, what is going on? Of course, my first indication is that even people who are happy, who are successful, who are wealthy, who are supposed to have it all, who have supposed to climb that ladder of success, and they've reached the top, they're committing suicide. And that just goes to prove that money doesn't make you happy. Money doesn't fulfill you. Success doesn't fulfill you. It's got to be an inside peace and contentment. And from my 44 years of experience, that only comes from having a personal relationship with your Creator. I'm not even going to argue who your Creator is, who your higher power is, but we are not it. Our heroes that we place on pedestals are not it, because they will fall down. And when they go down, they usually take us with them. Hey Bruce, hey Scott. So my point is, get in touch with your Creator. We look around at nature. Man did not create trees. Man did not create water. Man did not create this earth. I heard a funny story about a scientist who was boasting that he can create a man out of dust. And he was having an argument with God. He says, I can do it. We don't need you anymore. And God says, well, okay, show me how you do it. So the man said, okay, I just need some dust. He says, God said, wait. Use your own dust. which is a funny story. Hey, Ray, to realize, damn Ram, who is that? Dom Ram, sorry. Funny story to realize that everything really is created by a higher power. And puny little man who looks out into the universe, into the stars, and is, smaller than a grain of sand, is arrogant enough to think that he is greater than the Creator. Isn't that ridiculous? And so maybe if we brought God back into the classrooms, maybe started teaching our kids about a higher power, instead of letting them think that they are the higher power, maybe we can finally put an end to suicides. I didn't mean to get political or religious, because they said you should never talk about politics or religion with people, but people are dying. So, hey, Zolita, people are dying, so I think we have to start talking about politics and religion. And it's so sad that this country is so divided, because we have more in common. I just did this on my show yesterday. We have more in common with people than we don't. My co-host, Adrienne Gruberg, I don't believe in her politics. We have different politics. We have different religion. But you know what? We agree on so many other different things. We're caregivers. She's a spiritual person. I'm a spiritual person. She likes baseball, and I kind of like baseball, but there are so many wonderful things that we can come together with people. And instead of coming together, remember the Beatles? Come together right now over me. All right, sorry. So my message to you and the world is, let's stop killing ourselves. Let's stop watching people kill themselves. Let's reach out. Let's not be so divided. Let's not be so upset with each other. We can't even go to a football game without getting into a controversy over whether to stand or whether to salute, or whether to hold your chest. Come on, to quote the famous words of the LA riots fame, Rodney King, can't we all just get along? I think my 5 minutes of wisdom is up, so I'm going to let you all go now. God bless you. Peace.